Buffalo is one of the most economically stunted cities in the nation. It is also one of the most segregated. In the city's East Side neighborhood, where last week, black shoppers were mowed down by an accused racist gunman, the contrast is clear. The Tops grocery store where the killings took place had been a lifeline to many in the community, the neighborhood's lone grocery store for much of the past 2 decades. But even at Tops, brought to town after dogged lobbying by neighborhood residents, some say the city's neglect of its black people was apparent. "It's like a big 7-Eleven, basically," said Erica Huffnagle. Huffnagle and others interviewed describe prices much higher at the Tops in the Black East Side neighborhood than elsewhere in the city, as well as a substandard quality of goods that would never be tolerated in the city's more affluent, whiter, neighborhoods. "I don't shop at that Tops because it's..." Huffnagle grew up in Buffalo, wishing all the while to escape the city's shortcomings. "You were always aware of what parts of town you probably shouldn't go into as a black person," she said. That awareness was there even as a child. Huffnagle eventually left and spent much of her adult life in New York City. But shortly before the coronavirus pandemic struck, her father fell ill and she returned home to help care for him. She moved to a house off of Jefferson Avenue, walking distance from where the accused shooter targeted black people going about their daily errands. "I try not to get emotional because Saturday is when I do my shopping," Huffnagle said. While she generally avoids buying food from the neighborhood Tops, she enjoys spending time at the library across the street. On the Saturday of the shooting, rather than making her usual left to get to the library, towards the Tops and into the chaos, she hooked a ride to grab a coffee first. She got news of the shooting via text from her sister as she was preparing to leave the coffee shop. "I was just kind of stunned," she said. "My corner store called me, because that's the kind of city I live in, and asked if I was okay." City of Good NeighborsHuffnagle's experience with her corner store is not unusual in a place dubbed the City of Good Neighbors. But for all the outward appearances of collegiality, residents here describe